right, everybody, we're back post game. Caught a dub. I'm really excited to see us really put these games away. I really am. I think we were so close inside of those first 15 minutes of the second half. With Mbomo, I can't believe he didn't finish that. Sesko wins the ball back, does really well, plays him in. He takes the right touch inside and just it got away from him a little bit, but I'm happy with the result. Obviously, I'm happy that we didn't give up any goals. I was happy with Lamens. I think honestly we kind of found out that he is our keeper. I think we have we have a goalkeeper, guys. We have a real keeper now. And while I can say why hasn't Aaron played and blah blah blah, I'm kind of happy that he allowed him some time to get in here, because now he's gonna go into that international period and he's gonna be happy, right? We just won. He just kept a clean sheet, so now his confidence is gonna be at an all-time high, right? And it's gonna last at least a week and a half because we don't play again until after the international period. That's a really good case scenario for us. Like, that's a good way for a young player to make his appearance, so I'm happy about that. People will be mad that Kobe didn't play enough. If we just scored that third goal, right at the end of the first half, or at the beginning of the second half, I think Kobe gets at least half an hour. But he still played. He did okay. Had one nice little moment where he turned but couldn't get the ball under control. But apart from that, it's like what I've seen from Kobe is consistently, like, he's not really doing things that are causing us to lose games and stuff like that, but he's also kind of lost in games sometimes. He has to give us a little bit more. So that's, you can look at his stats. People can get mad at me for saying that, because people will get mad at me. Why this and that, blah blah blah. Guys, there's a reason why he's not playing over Bruno. There's a reason why, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to destroy Kobe Mainoo. I like Kobe Mainoo. I think that going forward he has an absolutely brilliant future ahead of him. But last year he started 19 Premier League games, played in 25, and had 0 goals and 0 assists. Guys, you can't tell me that guy is, like, you're demanding playing time for that guy. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole here. It's just the truth. He played in 25 Premier League games last season, started in 19, and had 0 goals and 0 assists. I mean, that's just not, that didn't demand playing time. Do you understand? He didn't demand playing time with those performances. Like, you have to demand it, right? Because Bruno is more experienced than you. He scores and assists. So he's going to play. You have to show it. You have to demand it. Like Grimsby, you started against a 4th division team, all this stuff. You played 90 minutes, and, like, apart from one dribble where you just, like, passed the ball to Mbomo, where Mbomo kind of did everything, where he just, like, cut the player and took a shot and scored. That was all you did. That was your assist. The expected assist, I think, was like 0.4. Like, he didn't create that for Mbomo. I mean, he did in the sense where he just dribbled, but he could have, like, just passed that ball to Mbomo 10 yards before, and it would have just been like a 15-yard straight pass to Mbomo. It wasn't anything where I'm like, oh, that was all him. You know what I mean? So, like, he hasn't demanded the playtime. He hasn't demanded it. But look, we didn't dominate the game. You know, we sat back in the second half because we're up 2-0. We defended. We just make sure that we can maybe catch them on the counter and finish them off, score that third goal. But we defended well. They only took 8 shots, and they had 2 big chances. Expected goal 0.71. So in the sense of, like, giving up, like, crazy chances or, like, whatever, there was that one at the end where we just give up the ball and they come down and have that chance. That was not good. It's just not smart. And Lamens makes a great save. But for us, 1.88 expected goals, so we scored the goals we were expected to. We should have scored more. 15 total shots, 2 big chances. I'm not upset about that. 79% accurate passes. That's just not good. Big chances missed 1. Like I said, we definitely should have at least scored 3. They missed 2. Interesting. Yeah, total shots 15, 6 on target, 2 blocked, 1 hit the woodwork. Okay, so like I said, we were close to getting another one. 11 shots inside the box, so it's not like we're just taking shots from outside the box or whatever, because I did see somebody put that up and try to pretend like we're just taking shots inside the box. But yeah, I mean, all the stats kind of back up that maybe we didn't dominate, but we won. We took our chances, and we finally took our chances and won a game. We didn't give up goals. Senna Lemons 8.6, the highest rating. I would agree with that. Ahmad behind him. Thought Ahmad played well, but I don't think he was the second best player out there. I would probably give it to Mace, because he did I think he did a little bit more than Ahmad, but Ahmad played well. Sesko, yeah, I mean, all the guys that played well. I don't really think Luke played well, but he got beat a couple of times pretty bad. I don't think Bruno deserves a 7.7. I thought he was whatever. Yeah, I mean, Dallo 6.7. He should be he threw that ball in that led to the goal, I guess, but he didn't really do anything. Cunha was just on for 15, 20 minutes. He didn't really do anything. Kobe was on for 15 minutes. He didn't do anything. Yeah, but overall, I thought we played well. Positives for sure is obviously the result, because fans are just too obsessed with that. Channels are too obsessed with that right now, because there's no context. There's no context to the losses, or there's no context to anything, right? It's just all losses, and that's it. Cool. I could point out numbers that are negative towards anybody and say they suck. You're just pointing at one thing. They're pointing at one aspect, which 100% is the results, and I will 100% say that the results have not been good. They have not been good, and I don't sit here trying to say that Amarim has no faults, or that none of the non-results have been his fault. I am not saying that. What I am saying is, you can put whatever number you want and put whatever context. You're not putting the fact that we had a thin squad last season. We had most of our losses in the Premier League bunched up in the first month and a half that Amarim was here. I think in the first month and a half that Amarim was here, if this lets me go back in matches far enough, most of the first big amount of losses in his career at United were in the first month, because right here he takes over November 2nd was his very first game. November 24th, this was the very first game he takes over, right? And then you see the results, obviously, and then you go to the next slide, and then you start seeing where a lot of his losses were early in his managerial career, were inside of the first couple months. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 losses right away, 5 maybe, right? Was it 5? Yeah, 5 because of Arsenal, so 5 right away, right? And then they kind of are in and out, right? You got Brighton, so 6 right up to Brighton right here. This is January 19th. It's less than 2 months of him being here, right? He had 6 losses inside of his 2 months, when these kids are trying to learn a new system and all that stuff. And then you go from there and you ask yourself, did we improve a little bit at least? You start improving here, right? And then this game right here, both Ahmad and Mainu get hurt. This Leicester Man United game. After you start seeing a little bit of a good run of plays, 4 wins inside of 5, right? That's solid enough to see in that little run of games, right? You beat Fulham, team that you want to beat. You beat Rangers. You beat this team that you want to beat. Crystal Palace played really good last season, and it was right after this game, so I can see us losing. We beat Leicester, which is good. And then those 2 guys get hurt. Two of our most really important kids at that point, because we just weren't playing. We just didn't have that many players. And then we go on another run of play where you can see that they've improved a little bit, right? You're not losing still, even with those absences. But in this area right here, like inside of somewhere in this game stuff, Xerxes also gets hurt. And now you have Xerxes, Kobe Mainu, and Ahmad all hurt. Now you're a really thin squad, but somehow you're still coming out on top here. You're definitely focused on Europa League. Why wouldn't you be? So then you start having, honestly, bad results. Like, you have a very thin squad. Ahmad, Kobe Mainu, and Xerxes are both out now. And then now you see, like, yeah, you go on another bad run of results because you're focused on Athletic Club, and then you play Brentford and lose, right? Then you play Brentford and lose. Then you're like focused on Athletic Club, and then you play West Ham and lose. Then you like go into Chelsea game, but you got the Europa League final like 5 days later. So like, are you really focused on this game, on these games that we lost with the thin squad? Like, I'm sorry, like I can at least show you why the results themselves haven't, like, oh, you can put up whatever freaking percentage you want right now, but we're in a rebuild. We were rebuilding the team. That's gonna happen. You're gonna have bad results when you have a thin squad and you're rebuilding. And then you're looking at the results since then, and you're like asking yourself, like, okay, when did we look the best in the preseason, right? The preseason we looked our best was right here, these two games right here. That was when we looked our best, when everybody started to get excited about Man United this season, right? And I think this kind of made people think we were a better team than we were. These results were mainly with the players that we had from when Amorim took over till then. Till this point right here, we had the same teams as we did, the same players pretty much as we did last season. Obviously not like Garnacho and stuff because they went to different places, but up to that point we had the same team as we had last season. And these two games got everybody excited, especially this one. In this one, Cunha started and we played well, but he was the only person from that was new on our team in this West Ham game. And then against Bournemouth, Cunha did not play. Against Bournemouth, Cunha didn't play, so we had every single player from last season. And this is the game that really got people excited because we just looked good. We looked good. We scored goals. That was great. But then from that game on, like all from here on, now you have a brand new front three. With a brand new front three, man, you're gonna struggle to score goals. Like, this is us struggling to score goals, but it's not showing bad play. Like, Arsenal, our stats were good. Like, 61% possession, bro. 1.52 expected goals, better than they had. 22 shots, way more than they had. 7 on target, way more than they had. Like, we have to win this game. Like, this is not system. This is not anything, bro. Like, this is, we played better, bro. We have to win that game. Like, that's our first game of the season. We should win that game, bro. Like, it's ridiculous that everything has been pointed to the system and all of this stuff when the players don't get anything. They don't get any like nothing towards them. Fulham game. Let's see Fulham stats. Like, Fulham actually played better than us. Good for them. But we missed a PK. So if we miss this PK, if we make our PK, the possession probably goes up for us because we're up 2-0 at that point. Or we're up 1-0 and then we score in the second half. We could be up 2-0. Wait, what? I just went back to matches and you take me back all the way back here. Like, why? That's annoying. Then you look at City stats. 55% possession, 1.52 expected goals. We don't score. 2 big chances missed. Like, there was opportunity there. There's opportunity there. Why can't I just go back to our matches? Obviously, Chelsea, we win. Brentford, like, 8 shots on target, 6 big chances, 4 big chances missed, bro. 4 big chances missed. Like, 10 shots, expected 2 goals. They 2.08 and they went 3-1. Like, this is not statistical. This is not the formation, the nothing, bro. This is just not finishing and honestly still having a few players on our team that shouldn't be here. Dallo, Maguire, and Luke Shaw. Once we can have players to replace those guys, bro, I promise you the results will show up. Because we're playing better. We are playing better. Like, you can't tell me that you think we're not playing better, bro. Premier League. Stats. Team stats. Like, not alright. So expected goals, United still in first place. Shots on target per match, still in first place. Big chances, 5th. Big chances missed, we're definitely 4th. Like, we're definitely in that. Accurate passes per match, 8th. That has to improve. I already showed today that it was like 60%, 70%. Disgusting. Accurate long balls, 1st. Accurate crosses per match, 2nd. Penalties awarded, 3. So we're getting in the opposition box. Touches in the opposition box, 2nd. Corners, I don't know where we are. Yeah, we don't really like get that many corners, I don't feel like. And then defense, like, this is the bad part, the conceded part. This, because our defense is not good. Interceptions per match, we don't have a midfield. We don't have a player to get that, to be inside of that. Tackles, definitely not. But we are 5th. We should have we don't even have a player that's like a tackle machine. This is clearances, we don't really do that. Possession, 1 in the final third. I thought we were like up in this one, but I guess not that bad. Penalties conceded, we're not in there. All right, like, the stats are showing, bro. Offensively, look how many times Manchester United is in the offensive stats of this league, bro. Look, like, look how many we were in 1st or in 2nd, dude. How can you guys try to sit there and tell me that these stats aren't good or that they don't lead to anything, bro? Because you look at last season in the Premier League, and Liverpool or City ran this shit. Liverpool ratings, right? But expected goals, look, 1st. Shots on target per match, 1st. Big chances, 1st. Big chances missed, 1st. Accurate chances. So you can't tell me that these stats don't matter at all, right? You can't sit there and tell me that these stats don't matter at all, bro, because you're seeing them. Like, Man City, Chelsea, like, all these teams finish top 4, and they're like almost all in those. The stats don't give you the whole picture, but they don't not give you a picture, like even a bit of a picture, more than half probably. The other half is the eye test, and we've passed both of those, bro. We've improved in both of those, like, in those ways. So you guys can't sit there and tell me that we're not a better team, bro, that, like, we haven't played better, like, since Amram took over, since those 2 months of the season. You just can't, because it's not true. You're just listening to the media try to continue to have us, Man United, be in this carousel of teams, bro. Because there's 4 players right now that are on our team that have survived 4 managers, and they've been key players in those systems and the formations and the tactics and all that through all 4 of those managers. Dallo, Maguire, Luke Shaw, and Bruno Fernandes. All 4 of those guys have continued to start and be in the tactics and different formations and all that, and they have not made it work. It has not worked. So you can't sit there and just blame my manager, when those 4 guys who have been key, like, cores, have made it through 4 different managers, bro. 4 different managers, and they continue to make mistakes. You can look at my YouTube videos, and I show you the personal mistakes that have led to goals, that have led to losses. They have not been on the system. They have not been on Ruben Amorim, bro. He just has to have enough time to get more players in here, and the Ineos in him have brought in good players. Sesko and Bomo, Cunha, Euro, Delit, Mazraoui, Ugarte, like, all these players. Ugarte might not be the best, but he's a good squad player. These are players, they're all smart and good players. You let them bring in another 3 or 4, like 2 defenders, 2 midfielders. This team will be better. It will be. And Amorim's system and tactics work, bro. Give him the time, please, man. Please, bro, because it's not on him only, man. It's not on him only.